Good afternoon, Longhorns. Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the convocation ceremony for the MBA class of 2019. I'm Jay Hartzell, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the McCombs School of Business. Today, we celebrate our students who have completed the requirements for the Master of Business Administration degree. It's my honor and privilege to welcome the loved ones, parents, relatives, and friends of this graduating class. I'd also like to say a special thank you to all the McCombs School of Business, faculty, and MBA program office staff who are here today. In particular, I'd like to thank our faculty marshals for marshaling today's ceremony, Dr. Doug Durking, Senior Lecturer and Assistant Department Chair in the Department of Management, and Dr. Clemens Siom, Professor and Director of the Ames Center in the Department of Management, Department of Finance. So graduates, I'm also so delighted to congratulate all of you on this wonderful achievement. Graduation is truly an exciting time. It represents the end of a long journey and also the beginning of new challenges and opportunities. On top of lives that were already busy and full of challenges, our students seated here today chose to pursue their MBA, which is not an easy task. So I can say with much confidence that you have earned this celebration, and you should be proud of your hard work. Graduates, today is a time to pause, a time to reflect on all that you have accomplished, and it's also a time to look forward to all that you will become. Looking out at all of you, I know that seated among you today, from the class of 2019, are future CEOs, visionaries, innovators, and civic leaders. We know you'll go some amazing places. And I know that wherever life takes you, you will continue to make a profound impact, not just professionally, but also in your communities. You've proven this during your time here. You worked hard, but during your academic pursuits, you also formed incredibly strong bonds with your classmates. You extended your network for years to come. As I look out into the crowd, I'm reminded that it was not so long ago when you first embarked on your MBA journey. I'm reminded of your passion for learning that you have shown during your time here. It is a passion that I know will serve you well, no matter what path you choose for your future. As you make your ways, value that passion and embrace that passion. And remember to reinvest that passion through your continued involvement in the Texas McCombs MBA program. Join the Alumni Network, mentor and hire our students, accept a committee placement. If you're brave enough, even serve on one of our boards. You know, there's a saying about giving your time, treasure, and talent. I'll remind you how it goes. It's something like this. We'd love to have your time and talents now, and we'll call on you soon for your treasure. That's my job as dean. But graduates, above all, we want you to stay in touch and stay involved with the University of Texas at Austin, and especially the McCombs School of Business. I say this because I know you are one of the greatest assets of our school, the alumni base. When alumni like you choose to invest in this network and give back to your MBA program, you're adding value to the degree for you and for those who have gone before you and those who will come after you. I'm happy to see that as a class, you're well on your way. This year's full-time MBA class of 2019 has already reached 90% participation in the Leave a Legacy campaign. Thank you very much. At the University of Texas, we say, what starts here changes the world. And as dean, I'm able to see that firsthand. I have full confidence that you, as graduates of the MBA class of 2019, will make an impact wherever you go. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have some work to do and some things to hand out. Today, we're here to award each of our graduates the Master of Business Administration degree from the University of Texas at Austin. And as you begin your lives beyond this incredible MBA program, we could not be prouder to call you alumni of the McCombs School of Business. To all of our graduates, on behalf of the faculty and the staff, allow me to extend a heartfelt congratulations. Congratulations and hook 'em. At this point, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge two students from the class of 2019 who tragically passed away during their full time in the program. Justin Shapiro from the full-time MBA and Samir Shaheta from the MBA of Dallas-Fort Worth. Sitting among the rest of their classmates today are 2 empty chairs, draped in white and adorned with a floral arrangement. They provide a visual memory to reflect who these students were, what they gave to the program, and what they meant to the people and the lives that they touched. Please join me for a moment of silence to remember the lives of Justin and Samir. Thank you. Members of the audience will notice that many of our graduates are wearing honor cords in their regalia today. First, I'd like to ask our graduates wearing the red, white, and blue cords to please stand. It's our honor to recognize these students for their unwavering commitment to our nation for having served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Please join me one more time in thanking these veterans for their service. And now I'd like to recognize our students wearing academic honor cords. The blue cords identify members of the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society. MBA students must rank in the top 20% of their class to be eligible for invitation to Beta Gamma Sigma. The white cords identify sword scholars who earned a grade point average of 3.8 or higher in the full-time MBA program. Full-time MBA core curriculum. The orange and beige cords identify the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence. Recipients of this award earned an overall grade point average of 3.8 or higher during the entire MBA curriculum. And finally, the red and beige cords identify Kosmetsky scholars who earned an overall grade point average of 4.0 during their MBA education. I ask all degree candidates wearing academic honor cords to please stand to be recognized for your accomplishments. Congratulations again. And now it's my honor to introduce our convocation speaker. At the McCombs School, we talk a lot about producing future leaders for business and society. It's our hope and expectation that our graduates will go on to lead world-class organizations that will in turn benefit society. We are very fortunate to have such a leader here today from one of the world-class organizations, Julie Sweet of Accenture. Julie is the Chief Executive Officer of Accenture North America, leading Accenture's business in the United States, the company's largest market, and Canada. She's also a member of the Accenture's Global Management Committee. In North America, the company serves more than 70% of the Fortune 500. A leader on topics including innovation, technology's impact on business, and inclusion and diversity, Julie serves on the board of directors of the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. and Catalyst. She's also a member of the TechNet Executive Council, the Lincoln Center Business Advisory Council, and the Business Roundtable. In 2018, Julie was named to Fortune's list of most powerful women for the 3rd consecutive year. An outspoken advocate on public policy matters, Julie was honored with the Excellence in Public Policy Award from the Committee for Economic Development in 2018. While serving on the Technology Committee Chair for BRT, she led the creation of a framework for national consumer data privacy law and worked with member companies and the U.S. government to improve public-private information sharing in the area of cybersecurity. In addition, to address the critical skills gap in America and to create an inclusive innovation economy, she's working with leaders in business, education, and government to create a national professional apprenticeship movement. Prior to assuming her current position in 2015, Julie served as Accenture's General Counsel, Secretary, and Chief Compliance Officer. Before joining Accenture, In 2010, she was a partner in the corporate department in the law firm of Cravath, Swaine & Moore, LLP. Julie holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from Claremont McKenna College and a Juris Doctor degree from Columbia Law School. She and her husband reside with their 2 daughters in the Washington, D.C. area until we get her to move to Austin. We're working on it. I'm delighted today to welcome Julie as our commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming her.
Hello, thank you, Dean Hartzell, the faculty, the administration, and the friends and family who are here today, and congratulations to the class of 2019. Woo! I'm honored to be here today to share in this special moment in your life. This is a moment of celebration for what you've achieved. It's also a moment of thanks to UT and to the friends and family who have helped you along the way. And it is a moment of great expectation as you look to your future and we look to you as future leaders. If you think about it, life is a series of important moments. Moments that you can close your eyes years later and remember in vivid detail. Now, having married into a Texas family, I can tell you that my family is relishing this moment and being able to be here today at UT. UT is an amazing educational institution at the heart of Texas and in a city that I love and frequently visit. But I am not here today for a family reunion. I am here because of this. Class of 2019, we need you, all of you. We are living in a world of unprecedented opportunity and disruption in business and society. Technology is changing everything about the way we work and live. And to successfully navigate the path forward, we need great leaders. At Accenture, I am fortunate and privileged to regularly talk with CEOs of some of the world's greatest companies across 40 industries. And the hot topic is the intersection of technology, business, and society, and how we will manage responsibly the transformation that is happening at that intersection. And what's quickly apparent is the topic is never really about technology. It is about, are our leaders prepared? You are graduating today from a school that has prepared you. This laboratory for the curious, training ground for the tenacious and the bold has given you the skills and the confidence to take this mantle of leadership and make your mark on the future. And so today, I urge you to see yourself as leaders starting now. This is day one. Because leadership is not about a title, it's not about being CEO, it's a mindset. It's about the responsibility you choose to take and the way you act every day. That is leadership. Over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share 3 important moments in my career and the 3 enduring lessons of leadership that it taught me, in the hope that you will find it helpful as you begin your leadership journey. So moment 1, my journey from lawyer to CEO. So many find my career path somewhat unusual. How did I go from being a trained lawyer to the CEO of a professional services company at the intersection of business and technology? What was the key moment in my career arc that led me here? Was it the 3 times that I moved across the world to live in Taiwan, Beijing, Hong Kong? Or perhaps the day in 2010 when I left being a partner at Cravath, Swaine & Moore, one of the greatest law firms in the world, to become the general counsel of Accenture. Or surely it must be the day that our global CEO called me, his general counsel, and said, I'd like you to lead our largest geography, lead 55,000 people, and be responsible for half of our almost $40 billion of revenue. But it wasn't that day at all. The actual day was in 2011, early in my tenure as general counsel. It was the moment I picked up the phone and I made a call. I called Bhaskar Ghosh, a colleague who was then leading our technology business in India, and he now leads our global business. And I called to ask for help to learn about technology. Now, why did I make that call? Because when I'd interviewed to come to Accenture, our then global CEO said to me, "I'm not looking for a lawyer." Now, that's a little bit of an odd way to recruit a general counsel, I might add. He said, "I'm not looking for a lawyer, I'm looking for a business leader with legal expertise." So when I came to Accenture, I had the mindset that I was a business leader. And I quickly learned that technology was at the heart of our business. So to be the best leader, I had to learn technology. And so after that call, I spent the next 18 months or so, every 2 weeks on the phone with Bhaskar or someone he recommended, starting my real education. And then I went on from there. And in 2015, when the big call did come, I had the competence and the confidence to take the leap from lawyer to CEO. Today, I still set a quarterly learning agenda because the first lesson I want to share with you today is that leaders must be continuous learners. And that's never been more important than right now at a time of incredibly accelerated change. So moment 2, my worst night's sleep. So I get asked all the time as CEO, what keeps you up at night? And I have a standard response: I sleep very well, particularly with investors, by the way. But I can tell you exactly my worst night's sleep in my working life. It was July 26th, 2016. My mind was racing. I was hosting the next day our first ever dialogue about race at Accenture. Not diversity. It was, and I quote, "Race, racial injustice and violence, and how it affects our people." Just 2 weeks earlier, the nation had witnessed a heartbreaking week of violence. 2 African-American men had been killed by police officers, and then a group of police officers in Dallas had been ambushed, killing 5 and injuring 9 others. What I had not understood was just how this heartbreak would affect the office. One African-American man said, "When I come to the office, the silence is deafening." I recognize that as hard as we had at Accenture worked to become a more inclusive place, we could not ask entire communities to park their experiences at the door. And if we were to ask our nation to come together to heal, and if at Accenture we were going to continue to be a voice in the community for inclusion and diversity, we had to find the courage to have an open and honest dialogue about race. The night before the webcast, I was nervous. We had invited 55,000 people for an interactive webcast, followed by local community meetings. There was no script, there were no slides, there were no discussions with lawyers about what we could or shouldn't say. And while the vast majority of my colleagues supported my decision, not everyone did. Now, the good news is that was an incredibly successful and critical turning point for us at Accenture. It sparked an effort we call Building Bridges, which is an ongoing dialogue on issues that matter, and it has made us a place where more people feel they belong. But that moment deeply reinforced my second leadership lesson: to always do what's right. In this case, what was right was moving forward on an issue that was hard, that was uncomfortable, that led us to uncharted waters when not everyone agreed. But I will assure you, in the course of your career, you will face many issues. It may be how someone's using competitive information, a trade-off between revenue and people, data privacy. The list is long. But when you face those issues, if you always ask the question, begin with, what is the right thing to do? You will be successful and your company will be successful because people will trust you, and trust is the most important currency as a leader. So moment 3, the day it all bubbled up. So it was the fall of 1999, and my law firm had brought, for the first time, unconscious bias training. So this was 20 years ago. This was incredibly forward-thinking. It was also 2 weeks before the partnership meeting where I would be elected the 3rd woman corporate partner and the 9th woman partner overall at my law firm, with a history that dated back to 1819. So the day of the training, I went upstairs, I got into the big conference room. It was like a long table with about 30 of my colleagues, almost all men. About halfway through the training, the facilitator turns to me and says, "Julie, you're a senior woman. Have you experienced any unconscious bias or any of these scenarios?" You know, even today, I can remember exactly where I was sitting and what it felt like when I went to open my mouth to respond and no words came out. And I started sobbing. I couldn't compose myself. I had no idea where this was coming from, but I could only sob. So I got up, I left the conference room, and I went to my office. Now, of course, this spread through the law firm like wildfire. Everyone knew that in 2 weeks I was about to be elected partner. So a little while later, they knock on the door, and the first woman partner comes in, Susan. She was a good friend and mentor. Then she says, "Well, there's been a meeting. The men have gathered. They don't know what to do. So they sent me in to talk to you and find out how you are." The funny thing is that Susan knew there wasn't a big scandal. It was just all the things that I'd experienced bubbling up. And as I spoke with Susan, I thought to myself, in 2 weeks, I will be a partner and I will have the power to make it different. And I committed in that moment that I would make it better for the women coming after me, which is my 3rd leadership lesson. Be an advocate for all. Over the last 20 years, I have tried to live that commitment, and I learned that I needed to focus not just on gender, but on all kinds of diversity: ethnic, generational, geographic, persons with disabilities, religious, LGBTQI, all kinds of diversity, and including in gender, men and women, because everyone needs to feel like they belong. This is an important part of who I am as a leader. And while our first duty is to do it for the people we lead, at Accenture, we have proved over and over again that inclusion and diversity is great for business and essential for innovation. And so as each of you take your first job out of business school, if you create diverse teams and you advocate for all, you will perform better than those who don't. And we are not yet at a point that most people do. So as you reflect on these leadership lessons, please remember that leadership is not about title. It is about your mindset, the responsibility you choose to take when you leave here, and what you do every day. Now, I am delighted that I get to congratulate 3 Accenture employees who are graduating today and welcome 7 leaders of the class of 2019 to Accenture. We are privileged that you will join us, so thank you. As I wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a few words of daily inspiration. So, I think a couple years ago now, my husband comes home one day with 3 plaques with inspirational sayings. Now, there were 2 problems. First of all, the plaques didn't match each other. 2 were black and white, and 1 was brown and gold. And they really didn't match the decor in our house. So I finally relented, and I said he could hang them in the mudroom. So if you don't know what that is in Texas, right, it's the back of the house, right, comes in from the garage. So in the end, though, he had the last laugh because it was the perfect place. Each day when I walk out the door, one particular plaque inspires me. It says, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. As you go through your career, remember those words. When you're feeling uncomfortable or even scared, it's just that you're challenging yourself, that you are dreaming big enough. It's not that you can't do it. So congratulations on your MBA. This is your big moment. You are ready. We need you. And please dream big. Thank you.
That was great, Julie. Thank you very much. If this whole CEO thing doesn't work out, you can come teach. And now it's my privilege to introduce Associate Dean for Graduate Programs and Professor in the Department of Accounting, Steve Limburg. Before, Steve, you come up here, I just want to say thank you for all you do for us. It's a lot of fun working with you every day, and we're very fortunate to have you in charge of the program. So with that, please welcome Dean Limburg.
MBA graduates, family, friends, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. We are grateful that so many of you have joined us for this celebration. From all over Texas, from across the United States, and from over 30 other countries. A truly impressive global reach. I also extend a warm Texas welcome to everyone viewing worldwide through our live stream. Now, graduates, I am truly and constantly overwhelmed by your talent and your energy. I am delighted to welcome you to the McCombs Alumni Network. That's right, you are transitioning to alumni at this very moment. Now, a big part of my job, in fact, my passion, is to work for you and our other 20,000 MBA alumni to enhance our brand. I pledge together with the Dean's Office, the faculty, the entire MBA program office, to continue to elevate the already world-class value of your degree. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the last few years. You've grown and changed. You've enriched your knowledge. You've been exposed to different viewpoints. You've switched or advanced your careers. You've broadened networks. You've changed your lives. And with your enhanced MBA toolkit, you will change the world. Another change we experienced together during your tenure in the program has been our move to the world-class Graduate Business Education Center, Robert D. Rowling Hall. As you all experience it, it is more than just a physical space. It's our commitment to attracting and bringing together diversity and talent, to showcasing your successes as students and alumni, to connecting campus with the community, to hosting business and thought leaders from around the world, and to fostering an environment for experiential learning and innovation in business education. As alumni, Rolling Hall will continue to be your home away from home. In fact, to bring you back to Rolling Hall, to continue your lifetime learning, Dean Hartzell is offering all MBA class of 2019 graduates the opportunity to take executive education classes courtesy of McCombs. You will receive more details soon, and we encourage you as alumni to continue leveraging the remarkable resources of your alma mater and to bask in the joy of lifelong learning. We look forward to seeing you back at Rolling Hall as often as possible. What starts here changes the world. Well, you probably heard that before, but it's not just Texas bravado. In the MBA program, it is a driving force and a call to action to leave the place better than you found it. And I know of the positive impact you have had on the experience of your classmates and on the program through leadership of the MBA Legacy Campaign, your service on the McCombs Ambassadors Committee, as mentors and peer advisors, and through contributions to your study team, in class discussions, projects, presentations, papers, MBA Plus, have to catch my breath here, consulting projects, and case competitions. Your impact has been laudable. As fellows, fund managers, and student organization leaders, as working professional and executive MBAs, you have already made an impact on your companies and your organizations. And as international students, you brought the world to your peers, an invaluable contribution. Indeed, at McCombs, we have all changed lives in these and so many other ways. And you've only just begun, which is a good thing, because much work and unbounded opportunities await. The world does need your leadership. I challenge you to be innovative, inspiring, and inclusive to arrive at solutions that will change the future. I know we can count on you in this grand enterprise, and we look forward to seeing the impact that you have, the class of 2019. I just like saying that, the class of 2019. Yeah, I think that's a, Has a nice ring, I think. Now I'd like to acknowledge the students who have demonstrated exemplary leadership during their time in the MBA program. These students have been or will be honored individually at events with their respective programs. At today's ceremony, we will recognize them as a group. First, I'd like to acknowledge the recipients of the 2019 Student and Leadership Service Award. This award honors members of the class who have made extraordinary contributions to the McCombs School and have made a positive impact on the experience of their MBA colleagues. These students were nominated and voted on by their classmates. As I read your names, please stand and remain standing, and we will hold all applause until the end. This year's recipients are, from the Executive MBA at Mexico City, Wenqi Chu. Wenqi, please stand up. You can stay standing too, yes. From the Executive MBA program, Michael Cohen. From the MBA at Dallas-Fort Worth program, M. Dane Riggs. A few fans out there, I see. From the MBA at Houston program, Shagun Alawalia. From the evening MBA program, Mary Ann Murdoch Abney. And from the full-time MBA program, John Paul, JP, Barcenas. Yeah. David Hahn. Amanda Passarella. And Tori Vogel. Okay, now all together, please join me in applauding the 2019 Student and Leadership Award winners. Now I'd like to recognize the Dean Leadership and Service Award winners. This award recognizes the significant contribution made by exceptional MBA graduates in the Texas McCombs community. These students have worked tirelessly outside the classroom to better the community for their classmates and for future MBA students. The recipients of this award were selected by the MBA Program Office Administration. Again, I ask award winners to stand and stay standing as I read your names, and we will hold applause until the end. The 2019 Dean's Leadership and Service Award winners are, from the Executive MBA program at Mexico City, Karen Gould. From the Executive MBA program, Jordan Day. From the MBA Dallas-Fort Worth program, Prashanth Mupuri. From the Evening MBA program, Seth Benjamin Rao. And from the Full-Time MBA program, Lauren Ashley Fox. And DeAndrea Stays. Okay, let's try one more time. Everybody, applaud. Houston, I missed Houston. Apparently I missed Houston. Oh, Jasmine Crespo, Houston. Where's Jasmine? You get a special shout out. Thank you, team. And now the long-awaited moment has arrived. It is time. It is time to recognize the MBA graduating class of 2019. Now, I must say this is my favorite moment. Degree candidates will be recognized within each MBA program. However, students are not seated in alphabetical order so they can enjoy the celebration with their friends. We will applaud the graduating class after all names are read. I invite Renato Gutierrez, Director of the Executive MBA at Mexico City, John Burrows, Director of the Executive MBA program, Joe Stevens, Assistant Dean of the Working Professional MBA programs, and Tina Mabley, Assistant Dean of the Full-Time MBA program, to join me on stage to congratulate the degree candidates for their respective programs. And so, degree candidates, you will be directed by staff when to stand and proceed to the stage for recognition. As you exit the stage, you may move your tassel from left to right to signify the completion of your MBA degree. Thomas Ward and Scott Brownlee from the MBA Program Office will announce the names of the degree candidates by program.
We will now recognize the graduates of the Mexico City MBA program. Alejandra Brambila Cantú. Jaime Gerardo Dávila Leal. Antonio José Dieck Assam. Mario Alberto Garza Livas. Luis Humberto Gómez Zacatelco. Karen Gould. Bruno Laceri. Claudia Lezama. Sergio Samuel Montañez Yax. Daniel Montes Delgado. Eduardo Pacheco. Carlos Gustavo Ramírez León. Karina Rivera Rusca. Luis Armando Rodríguez Rojas. Marco Rojas. Ricardo Valenzuela Almada. Rosana Velos. This concludes the graduates of the Mexico City MBA program. We will now recognize the graduates of the Executive MBA program. Wenchi Chu. Kevin William Hazard Jr. Justin Paul Johns. Justin Kaser. Brian Burleson. Amir Yeganeju. Bruno Bajetu. Jenny Whiting. Luis Felipe Armenta Garza. Mikal Cohen. Genevieve Gomez. Shilpa Joshi. Lagnajit Dash. Sachin Shah. Jiten Datani. Elias Camaros. David Bruce Hamlin. Nabil Khan. Pradeep Vuli. Supra Goyal. Lakshmikant Rati. Felicia A. Wright. Jordan Day. Daniel Gonzalez. Brian Hutton. Victor Romo. Sean Tucker. Ryan Nielsen. Kimberly Fisher. Joe Tay. William Scott. Nathan Allen Shaner. Fernando Pizarro Quintanar. Chip Nance. Lewis Taylor Can. Nathan Webster. Akil Darbar. Christy Cindy Drenowitz. Charles Yang. Evan Lewis Gedminas. Erica Duremo. Miranda Haponsky Upshaw. Lindsay Lance. Catherine Armstrong. Devi Kumar Nambiar. Brad Johnson. Jessica Jordan. Catherine Burrow Mars. Karthik Angamutu. This concludes the graduates of the Executive MBA program.
We will now recognize the graduates of the Dallas-Fort Worth MBA program. Austin Gregory Beck. Eric Anthony Alanis. Israel Prieto. Miguel Angel Olguin. Bo Bertkey. Orkan Samandarli. Lijas Gopal Shetty. Deepu George Thomas. Caleb Christian Kite. Paris Christodoulidis. Courtney Elizabeth Diamond. Musab Hussein. Nicholas Melder. Nicole Lee Petit. Sean Petit. Cody Lane Davis. Stephen Benjamin Harrison. Kayla Jane Tompkins. Michelle Leigh Barron. M. Shepard Strong III. Philip Peza. Brian Rollin Hancock. Dominic Sessa. Jared Michael Harp. Brian Michael McCary. Eric Priamo. Andrew Taylor Hillis. Nicholas William Saricia. Harris Brett. Benjamin Stevens Cardell. Robert Martin Grafinsky. Kenitra Newsom. Catherine Graham. Nathaniel Brown Rosenblum. Mesa Lee Thomas. Jamie H. Loki. Melissa Christine Forkner. Tiffany Matthew. Brian Behrens. M. Dane Riggs. Ryan N. Alexander. Miles Douglas Landry. Corbin Daniel Pierce. Aaron Manuel Alvarez. Christopher Ian Myers. Usan Hasnain. Thomas James Allen. Daniel Thomas Wotesnik. Jaya Krishna Chintala. Kiran Buntu. Prashant Mupuri. Amit Goel. Timothy James Edwards. Tami Daya Ajayi. Kenneth Benego Jomboy. Zach Bai. Fong Kuok Tron. Christina Ko. Rachel Renee Legg. Lucero Rodriguez Ponce. Amida Lazare. Yuan Wong. Talita Cunha. Fatima Alum. Shannon Felice Ector. Richard Yuan. Strong Zhuang Zhang. Lloyd Gregory Cox Jr. Robert Sample Wolf. Gerard Pitts. This concludes the graduates of the Dallas-Fort Worth MBA program.
We will now recognize the graduates of the Houston MBA program. John Green. Seunghwa Lee. Shuha Chen. Ravi Kapoor. Daniel J. Kim. Dr. Nestor Ricardo Suarez Zambrano. Carlos Armendariz. Sajid Gruel. William Bryant. Adara Merle Robbins. Sadiq Tolulope Odubayo. Jared Rice. Patrick Thorndale Tate. Jonathan Moore. Cristian Leonardo Aliaga. David Morissette. Jonathan Mann. Leslie Nault. Raquel Avela. Alina Bartley. Diana Mendez. Ignacio Cirnegliaro, John Sloan, John David Vivret, John Henderson, Carlos Coutier, Eric Shackle, Ryan Taylor Meconico, Parth Sangvi, Michael A. Genesee Jr., Kyle Blair Fletcher, Austin A. Romberger, Sean Schumacher, Robert Brisky, Stephen David Westbrook, Shagun Aluwalia, Helen Hailemeriam, Emma Alain, Jasmine Crespo, Lauren Elizabeth Yansky, Curtis Johnson, Dalton Smith, Jordan Nicole Black, Jordan Pierce Ferrer, Laura Kezar, James Cederberg, John Patrick Lyons, Luciana Zente Fonseca, Sona Adeyemi, Nibadita Nat, Jessica Baloo, Mei Chen Liu, Andrew T. Martin, Samuel Marcus Patrick Julian, Stephen McWraith, Brandon Davies, Krishna Kalapatupu, Shaliza Rais, Jeff Brannigan, Prashit Vilas Gawade, Nilesh Deolalikar, Bruce Kamal Sharma, Jin Chen, Hasibul Karim Talukdar, Christopher Reed Watler, Catherine McEnroe. This concludes the graduates of the Houston MBA program. We will now recognize the graduates of the evening MBA program. Joseph L. Cabrera, Stephen William Stoll. Stephen Alexander Bookin. Adam Harrison Fox. Michael John Hickman. Matthew Joseph Rohde. James Allen Reaver. Timothy Joseph Ginn. Anant Patel. Holly Watson. Tyler Anthony Arp. Marianne Murdoch Abney. Srija Pidaparthi Dasika. Dara Beatrice Chike Obi. Emmanuel C. Ibarra. Anthony Ramos Barron. Cody Ron Ham. Ramachandra Deepak Gurajada. Christopher Haywood. Srinivas Reddy Bila. Mikhail George Garza. Michael D. Needham. Dane Wayman. Brooke Chloen Ekins. Linda Lee. Nok Min Vu. Patrick James McPhee. Justin E. Kaznowski. Brian Ruane. Amy Elizabeth Nason. Amanda Claire Parker. Ye Tuwei. Jared Stout. John Joseph Romano. Justin Reed Young. Solomon Mukwang Wang. David Joseph Boa. Tim Grady. Tim Hicks. Charlie Keith Chatterdon. Fei Shu. Seth Benjamin Rao. Alejandro Ruiz. Carrie Michelle Scott. Kevin Anthony Gifford. Christian Sartori. Daniel J. Brinkman. Denise Leilani Shermer. James Conrad Brown. Anand Surada. Breno Lasta. Rachana Kalichanda. Dakota Lee Lofton. This concludes the graduates of the evening MBA program.
We will now recognize the graduates of the full-time MBA program. David Ceccarini. EJ Dylan Chen. Vicky Tung. David Evan Johnstone. Tad Leffler. Nathan Dyer. Simon Alexander Stratman. Simon Benedict Romeis. David Martin Mills. Ben Vial. Kyle Mitchell McLeod. Claire Maginetti. Alex Maginetti. Joseph Edward Kiesel. Jacob Enslin. George Hampton Coakley. Justin Lewis Pitcock. Nicholas Cole. Carlos Torres. Will Swafford. Cole Christensen. Ross Mintz. Patrick McEnany. John Batt. Ashish Bagaria. Michael Wynn. Jacqueline Sigler. David Trantham Hahn. Kareem Mansour. V. Nguyen. Aaron Knievi. Rebecca Hansen. Emily Asman. Azure Yu Shin. Sog Min Son. Woo Hyung Jang. Kyu Hong Min. Sol Kim. Hoi Chol Kim. Ethan Yin. Yuta Fujimoto. Frances Catherine Neal. Jacqueline Montaigne. Hayden Fouch. Margaret McKim Mall. Jacqueline Shira Margle Lewis. Gretchen Grace Feinberg. Paula Manarino. Janine Deanne Ifla. Victoria Chuyu Wong. Ashwati Nandakumar. Hattie Brazelton. David Reyes Aguilar. Art Sokolov. Megan Kirtland. Kelsey Marie Wiley. Emma Louise Cook. Abby Ray Pilarski. Catherine Elizabeth Kirkpatrick. Katinka Ferku. Reedy Sani. Natalie Morgan Jed. Caitlin Ellenwood. Tanaz Yazdani. Mohit Mashwari. Aluk Valsaraj. Prathmesh Saurbandi. Anumeha Bansal. Anshul Sharma. Saloni Shukla. Saranjani Sundaram. Smita. Shruti Tiwari. Tarun Vaish. Jameson Barclay Bates. AJ Zorn. Kelly Allen. Corey Estep. Bennett Holcomb. Patrick Walker Murray. James Song. Kei Yashuhara. Baron McDonough. Blake Schwartz. Brooke Wister Stroud. Bhavtosh Jadeja. Naveen Vladimudi. Shruti Desaraju. Anirudh Sarkar. Himanshu Athavale. Varun Jogi. Wish Rajpurit. Raneet Saxena. Vimal Dupar. Ashutosh Tripathi. Renita Dutta. Aaron Calvache. Ilya Cooperman. Jace Dominic Mayfield Walker. Avelino Rolon. Jeffrey King. Akira Oki. Anna Smirnova. Nicolas Terran. Jose Muniz Teleria. Aditya Narwikar. Gerardo Lara. Yulon Wong. Jennifer Rivera Vega. Anaceli Vasquez Carrillo. Aishwarya Nagaranjan. Pratik Mathurkar. Patricia Hart. Nahir Saridas. Kristen Plymail. Jacqueline Lee. Rachel Elise Lobel. Dr. Manasa Murthy. Lily True. Anna Lynn Kacheski. Erica Ray Stewart. Cedric B. Johnson. Hiroyuki Senzai. Kristen Diaz. Wesley Gottesman. Omer Mukhtar Ahmad. Mukul Agarwal. Angelise Lene Hadley. Sydney Elise Melville. Juhi Babu. Christine Wynn. Lexi Silverman. Beth Winters. Tom Hong. Brendan Baumgartner. Cyrus Homi Kapodia. Burleson Smith. Cody Scott Hoffman. James Barton Miller. Daniel Eric Kanakis. Jay Lee. Eshwin Wong. Mandy Howe. Ting Ting Chen. Jolene Wong. Kent Ken. Garrett Eris. Lauren Ashley Fox. DeAndrea Stays. Eric Castle. Anthony Santaga. Alexander Sadiq Beitudi. Federico Santa Cruz. Matthew Goldstein. Rodrigo Feierman. John Harris Grellner. Lester Tankilut. Tori Vogel. Angela Yen. Sydney Wong. Angela Heppard. Melina Soroka. David Such. Patrick Cole. Ming Liu. Mario M. Florete Jr. Jonathan Stewart Yaloa. Eberto Alanis. Stephanie Garau Bolivar. Adedutun Adeyokunu. Alejandro Leal. Rodrigo Lascarin del Paso. Pablo Loaizaga. Emilio Popo. Elizabeth Elliott. Marie Ioni. Giancarlo Vanini. Carlos Gomez del Campo Neme. Ricardo Velarde. Dan Ben Nun. Isaac Christian Olvera. Kelly Swart. James Alexander Cooper. Michael Owen. Bryant Koo. Jonathan Philip Painley. Travis Clark Cunningham. Ryan Fager. David Herring. Peter Fenelon. Brian Thomas Mitchell. Shale Golbis. Brendan Scott Scher. Drew Daneler Vergeese. Lauren Goldenberg. Roger Stewart. John Paul Barcenas. Michael McCory. Amanda Wilson. Pete Everest. Jeff Sullivan. Jiwon Min. Taina Tabaldi Lajara. Sarah Pendergast. Kathleen Kim Gill. Megan O'Shaughnessy. Laura Jean Ann Burdine. Matt Draheim. Douglas Raymond Prechter. Amanda Rose Passarella. Katie Herbeck. Remy Taylor Onstead. Ellie Atkinson. Maureen Claire O'Connor. Kelsey Charlotte Lee. Alan Dean Boyd. Colin D. Bozarth. Jeff Ockfeld. Nicholas DeWitt Gale. Robert Travis Gant. Austin Van Rye. John Thomas Imboden. Dylan Gregory Joyce. Paul Stanley. Blaise Voskel Staub. Alexander Crosby. Jennifer Hunt. Shirali Lula. Ellie Wilson. Gordon Bowman. Sam Glazer. Helen McCann. Kelsey Cook. Julian E. Rodriguez. Eliza Howe. Madeline Cantwell Shaw. Erin Elizabeth Duffy. Peter Heine. Eugene Yum. Blair Mado. Lynn Lee. John Bradford Ratliff. Chase Anderson Dottridge. This concludes the graduates of the full-time MBA program.
Well, indeed. Please, let's do it again. Please join me in a robust round of applause for the MBA class of 2019. You are now part of one of the world's largest and most powerful alumni networks. To keep you connected to UT, each graduate is receiving a one-year membership to the UT Alumni Association, the Texas X's. So leaving the 40 acres does not mean you are leaving UT behind. I hope you will enjoy your membership over the next year and get involved with one of over 100 Texas X's chapters throughout the world. And now, of high importance, we have reserved this special moment to acknowledge the essential force behind our graduates' successes. Let us now recognize, as a group, those who have supported our graduates through the years. They are truly heroes worthy of our highest praise. Will the graduates' families and friends please rise as we recognize you? Congratulations. Upon the conclusion of this ceremony, we will sing The Eyes of Texas. After singing, faculty will exit, first followed by the graduates. We ask that family and friends follow by exiting through the main doors you entered. A passenger elevator is available to the left of the exit foyer for guests who have limited mobility. We ask that everyone exit the building quickly so the gym can be prepared for the next group. This concludes the MBA convocation ceremony for the class of 2019. Now, in age-honored tradition, please stand as we join our new graduates in singing The Eyes of Texas.